I'm going to be super surprised if we win, but yeah, I'll check and we'll play them every round.
The Doom pick from EHOME I think is pretty solid. You throw it out onto the storm, regardless of whether or not you get relatively can't do anything. So you can't like...
Yeah, I guess
can't have -1. Same thing with End's Terrorblade. So you're hoping to win engagement in the Doom time. And then, you know, it's like, what, 15 seconds, I think it is, at their level, something like that. I'll check. Yeah.
Aegis Snatch. Nah, let's go by the odds. Player with highest total magic. Pure damage done 10 minutes.
Magic or pure damage. I would probably say Storm.
No, Mirana with the Starfalls. I guess this is early.
Oh yeah, Old Chicken's mid, yeah. I think Old Chicken might be the choice.
Least deaths. No.
Terrorblade. Yeah, Terrorblade.
Highest magical and end of the game. That's got to be Timbersaw. End of the game.
I'm okay.
Or maybe still the Mirana. I think you're right.
I think Ice Ice might.
We'll go Ice Ice. It's a bit crazy, man.
But that would also kind of insinuate that EHOME are going to win.
I guess it would. Which obviously can definitely be the case too. Oh, BTC. Flirting with the arrows of EHOME. EHOME. Hovering around it. They're not going to be able to find themselves the connection they need to kick something off. So
30 seconds.
Return playing to them. BGR as well. They'll look to secure themselves a rune of sorts. Yang at the moment on the top. And looks like we'll see if Mikasa and EDC do go for this. So no, she's just going to head top and take them from the top spot. They don't want to go for a fight against EHOME's lineup at the start by the looks of it.
I actually kind of think that VCR have the better lineup here.
The battle begins.
Okay.
Even with like the Winter Wyvern and the TB, the Doom, they have a lot of like deep push and control on the side of EHOME. But I think that having an Omni Knight is just such a deterrent for what EHOME's game plan is, which is trying to cause some havoc in the laning phase. You can't let Mikasa get a good start on Storm. And last game, even though he didn't have an ideal game, he still managed to have a pretty big impact. And I think that kind of is an issue here for EHOME in the second game. You know, imagine he gets a decent Orca timing, then all of a sudden you're going to have to worry about a repelled Storm like falling in the front line is causing a lot of problems. So hoping that EHOME can manage to do something in the early game for Tonka, especially to try to pressure a bit here. But the way that VCR laned it is dual off lane.
Yep.
They have the Terrorblade, this is the Timbersaw, and then the Winter Wyvern, which I completely have to for GR's lineup in this lane. And then it's going to be the Slardar farming bot lane with the support of an FY jungle Omni Knight, which this is completely taken from EHOME.
Yeah, as you said, you're coming in. You pointed that out.
I wonder if they'll allude to their own strategy. That would be interesting.
I mean, jungle, it's a good thing. Why does it work? Is it just because?
It's because more often than not nowadays, when you're drafting, you only pick one hero who has a tendency to rotate. And by having a hero who's jungling all the time, who's very dependent on levels, you're guaranteeing that you're getting some kind of value out of it instead of just having a support that might have to pull and soak EXP that way. But to be honest, pulling still gives the offlane a lot of experience if you're doing the pulls properly. And sometimes the offlane can even test when you're doing a pull, which is even worse. So a jungler is just somebody that usually can't be punished that hard if there's only one roamer.
And the mid lane at the moment, again, locking in the game one. He's having a great time mid. You know, he's above the CS. Oh, well, Chicken's Mirana. It's a good lane for him at the moment. But we may see that turn his old line him. I can remember around, he's only got the level on, so he's got to hope that it hits. If it does, he can find the arrow there. If you have a chance of finding it. We'll see him go for it. He's going to miss the torrent, so immediately unable to do anything else. He will have another torrent as he has got an arcane room. We'll see if he's able to use that to catch Mikasa out. Playing around with it. Ooh, just on the edge, not actually going to connect there. So Mikasa, he'll be fine.
He's actually up mid, like...
Yeah, the CS is... I mean, same story as last game. He just played the Storm absolutely beautifully.
I mean, truly, Mirana does have a pretty base damage, so it's kind of understandable.
Oh, he's in trouble now. Torrent's connected. To verify, the arrow connects. Mikasa, can he play his way out of this one? No, he can't. So, I mean, that's the power of the Kunkka, really. Just sit down the lane, spam the torrent. Once you get a connection, you get yourself the kill.
Yeah, and that's why we kind of assumed that the Mirana would mid. Just better kill potential. That Starstorm arrow follow-up onto the Xorn is just a little bit too strong here. FY, unfortunately, not in a position to...
11. He's potentially in trouble. Yeah, and turning up. Starts to get a couple of clicks in. Yang has actually got no points in the sprint.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, he just hits level 4, though.
Oh, he's got the sprint. But at this point, yeah, a sprint and a level 1, level 2 crush battle. Not going to be enough. Lanham could be in trouble, though. He's come down deep. Yeah, let's see him play his way out of this one. And he actually be up to, yep, they don't have a point glimpse. Okay, so the skill builds at VGR are kind of playing against them there. They just don't have the means to deal, take down either all 11 or all Adam.
I mean, they just literally walked it off. They just ran away, and it was fine. But that's kind of be expected, I think, the Tiara's lineup. They don't really start to come online until, you know, the Storm hits 6. You want Mikasa to get that ball lightning. You want the use of the Repel and the purification during fights to ensure that you can keep your initiator alive.
And Mikasa getting ganked, and he's in so much trouble.
He is
so much trouble.
See you later.
Yeah. He's to these ganks as well. It's just it's doing so much. Each and every time, X marking a torrent, and you can kill the Storm as much as you want before he hits level 6. But when he hits level 6, he's got to try and play around the X marks, and that's not going to be easy in itself.
Well, they learned their lesson from the first game.
Yeah.
You can't just let the Storm have the 1v1 match.
You really can't.
So I think that EHOME are adapting properly. They've even gone as far as to rotate the lanes, even though, granted, it's like the same hero status. They're just in different places now. Kind of still have to favor TR though in that regard, as Ice is down here with the 3 points for reactive armor. He does not care, but I think.
And Smoke pointing to they can't even. That was a dream of killing Ice. In top lane, yeah. He's headed up it, he's reacting to the rotations. Old Dickin, halfway through 5, a little bit ahead of the XP of this Mikasa Storm next to the pickoffs they've had. And yeah, Ice, he just supported them aggressively here. Wow, top lane, alright.
Yeah, going down.
Yeah, Lanham, again, X marks, controlling Slardar, and the Kunkka is, I mean, you can see why they picked it up first, even.
They love this hero, and they are extremely good with it. In some regards, I almost think it's worth respecting. Maybe not in the first phase, but second phase for sure. And gets killed by Ice. What? How do you let this happen? Alright, EHOME they are going ham in the first 10 minutes of the game. Like this is stop aggression, and with a very big misplay there. Of course, up 6, we have access to the Sonder. Getting Ice kill. Timbersaw is almost level 7 at 6 minutes in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's got to refrain, so. Ice just.
He's gonna keep chasing.
Radiant's middle
He does not care. He has a mango. He's dead.
Ice, ladies and gentlemen.
The only way he lives there is if he pops Repel. He uses the clarity to give himself for a TP. Because then I had a clarity on him.
As well, yeah,
Man.
He's in trouble. When they are hitting that hard in game 2.
Jesus. It is a catastrophe of a laning phase tier each year.
Alright, so Terra played down Boyle. He's got Arcane's back up here in a few seconds as well, so just starts getting himself back into the fighting shape. But Casa coming in with a they're pushing the board there, so see if they have this strong side. He's going to change himself up to the side line. Moonlight's there as well. Do they have protection? The answer is no.
Radiant
Even if they did, I don't know if they would have to control him. Ice is too damn scary at this stage of the game.
Reactive armor is way too strong at this stage. There's just not enough magical damage.
Oh, they glimpse him, but he's X-marked himself. Oh, the outplay from old Lanham, and now EHOME. They're going to try and see if they get anything. They won't, but pretty good counter there for the glimpse. You've got an X-marked yourself.
Dude, that was still next level, actually. Lanham's some kind of counter there for sure. Might be dead, though.
Nope. Just got any kind of backup here. They didn't have enough for a golden bracing yet. Casa dips in under the purification. But this is enough. VGR finding themselves first kill onto the board themselves. 1-6 now. But overall, this opening part of the game is certainly going into the hands of EHOME.
To be fair, even though EHOME getting a lot of these kills, FY on the Ana still has Arcane, still level 5. 8 minutes is not too bad. I think they have a couple of ways to make their way back into the game. He's also being priority in the top. So he's going to get a static storm going as soon as humanly possible, and then He's level the Slardar. He's level 5. He hasn't really had the best games because he's been rotating around, so Yang might be able to make some kind of recovery here as well. I wonder if he can take a couple of good engagements, but he might just be dying here to Ice, who is...
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
chicken. Keeps in. Starful. There's the heal.
Nice heal.
FY, yeah, with the back just as it was needed.
He was definitely dead there if he didn't get it.
What's this mean? Hold on. Playing around the cast, and the cast, he can't go for this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
No, Ice will take the tower. More meant into the pocket of Ice Sus. With the Soul Ring done as well, he's going to have enough mana to play around a little bit more. It's a scary opening for VGR. As you said, they are still finding relatively good progress on the heroes as a whole. But Terrorblade, see how he's doing on that with the switch over to the top. He's falling behind, and you've got a Doom and Timbersaw at the top. I mean, this is scary stage of the game. Oh, they're trying to push him mid, leaping away, kicking himself. Nice. I mean, he's.
Under attack.
It's kind of like Brute, bro. You know, he sits in his lane, and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those heroes, Timbersaw, where you get to a certain point, you have the 4 points into reactive that you have to wait until core items are coming up before you can really look to kill him. You kind of just have to ignore his existence for a while, and that can be annoying for some lineups, but you can still for other kills.
That's towards Mikasa. He's the next target for Eon. Mikasa already back out. And he's coming close again. They've got the 8 mark to lead in. Into the torrent. He will zip the recall was going to be there. So able to duke that out. Now come to the side. Doesn't judge any response. Didn't remember, but he got to embrace himself. The main boxes ain't going to do nothing to him. To do a big well, that's pulling low. That one does one. VG up. You need to find themselves a little bit more, really, though. He's up and coming for it. Lemon's got it available, but he's down forward, running around, thinking about this. Can't get it done with him. Go for down with the growth. The button does a second kill. Oh, she can leave it away. Oh, he just a quick get himself under there. Looks like it won't matter, though. Limbs won't be able to him back. It was already, yeah, still uncool with that. But VGR, they do find themselves favourable fight. They get themselves. It was a couple, and EHOME finding nothing in return.
Well, that's a little bit of hopeful engagement, yes, as well as a share, because EHOME were kind of running at them during the landing days and pretty much getting all the better engagements. And on top of that, like, has Midas. He's level almost 9 at 11%. He is farmed old 11. I think the Doom is probably going to be the trump card for EHOME to make sure that they can stay ahead. Because as we already talked about, even if you have a repel on target, you just doom them. And it doesn't really... It counteracts the repel on that storm, so they won't be able to really do anything.
Oh, nice defense catch from BBC here on Salt Chip. And that's why I'm moving. It's actually not going to be a purification bomb off, still on cooldown. And that's unfortunate for VGR.
Did he heal creep wave FY? Because I think his purification was on cooldown.
Yeah, it was on cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he healed the creep. Just a little bit of a misplay there. Could have been a kill.
Yeah, not killing old chicken there with the commitment of the sort of static stones. A bit painful here for VGR. EHOME still in position. Oh, hello TDC. We're trying to walk in at the same Mikasa. Makes you go for it on top of that. They need to do the turn around behind the tower. You see we get taken down. Oh, Lemon. So as the Doom up before and walks across. Got his full way. He'll be able to get himself just back up to the high ground in time. But again, it's EHOME finding a kill. Still a bit of duration of Moonlight Shadow. But careful. VGR. They're around you. They're backing right up. He should be a vault near the bank. Odin jumps in. FY tries to deny. He's not going to get it. In top lane, Ice just continues to farm, and he will indeed have a very good time on the stone at this pace.
Vici are still managing to get back in here. It's not like a huge swinger or anything like that, but as soon as the storm finishes beside him, and they start going in with repel, maybe they can play around the jump a little bit, look for some good engagements. So we're going to see FY just doing the casual run at the Winter Wyvern play. But yeah, all things considered, he's still a little bit ahead here. Still waiting for VGR to kind of hit this game peak where they're going to have the Terrorblade having that level 4 Metamorphosis, Illusions, you know, stand behind them, have the Storm threatening initiation, and then start to push some towers. Because right now, they've lost all their tier 1s, and EHOME haven't lost a tower. And it's not even like a tower is low. It's like all their towers are almost at 100% life.
Yeah. Nice, still worrying indeed for the VG. Yank being trouble there. No, he's got F1 with him. He's gonna be fine. EHOME, they bring the full team down there. Apart from first side's remaining top. If I need to come in and clear out that push. Alright, I'm not gonna find anyone. Honest as we talk about. Still have so much space. Let's farm on this, so it's absolutely terrifying. Top of the board. VG smoking up. I could look freaking nice. Let's see how this one plays off. It's the lead in. He dips that. Grabs it. Down the bottom. You damage her. There's a lot of it. Yes, it is. They'll take down Timber. A big kill here for the side of VGR. As Timber was having a pretty free game at the moment.
They want to go. They have a Smoke, Doom, Winter Wyvern, and Mirana around here. Looks like they're going to think better and decide to initiate, but...
What does Doom get, Gabe? Does he get the one called the Shadow Mid? What's better for him closing the gap?
It's kind of hard to say. I would think Blink is probably best. Because you kind of want to find the eye of the storm in the engagement. If you can get the Doom off onto one of them, I think you can just kind of run after him at this point. I'll see. The other option is going for like this tanky front line, the Crimson Guard in the past seen like BKBs and Shivas, just to make sure you can just cause a lot of ruckus and have the enemy team focus you, which I think is also a valid idea. But personally, if it were me, I would probably go for Blink.
Top line all 11. Looking for the wrap round on. Hey, Yang could be in trouble. Yeah, this is going to be successful. Yang did get off the sprint in time, but at the same time, that's going to mean he's just going to take increased damage. Into the tree line he goes, the arrow, oh, it's going to connect. And Yang, he's gone.
It's really nicely placed there from Old Chicken. But yeah, we'll see. He is kind of pulling his money. He's sitting on top of some 600 gold, so I assume if he was going to buy one, he would buy it already. Shadowblade is a pretty scary item to take it when you have a Doom, because you know, innately Storm and Terrorblade really want it together that much unless they're pushing. So you want to play like this split pushing / farm game. And if there's a Shadowblade Doom on the opposition, you just feel very scared to go to lane in general. Because as soon as you see that item, you're like, oh, well, I get to get self-killed. And I want that. So I'm just not going to farm, and we're going to try to fight it, man. Maybe the fight doesn't work, then EHOME win a fight, and the game becomes even harder for VGR, but we will see soon.
There's no reason for him to go for BKB up.
I mean, BKB is definitely good, but maybe not as the first item.
Bottom lane, Mikasa. Went out. It's found Old Lanham. At the same time, ISO there as well. Mikasa, yeah. He's not going to go for any comeback. Yeah. Needs to be careful. He can't do anything about the Timber on his up. Needs a +1 at least.
Has been killed.
Oh, very snipe.
There we have it. Should have clicked yes. I should have clicked yes. Oh wait, no, there wasn't. It was an Aegis chat. We're fine. We're good.
Yeah, they even have them Mirana like 800 gold away from Aghanims, and it's only 16 minutes in. EHOME seem to be just ramping up a little bit faster.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So already putting the pressure onto this tier 2 EHOME through as well. See how they slow this down. After the gold, he did actually spilled up. He's still just going to pick up the Blink Dagger. He's got a bit of bulk gold sitting up on top of that as well. VGR already putting themselves in position for the defense here. The cast is questioning how he wants to jump in on this one. Old Lanham moving as well. They're under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Arrow to flies past. Not going to connect to anyone, and the EHOME actually backing up a little. Still keeping eyes on the front.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Somebody's attempts on a wraparound from VGR with the smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Look at they catch. It's actually going to come into the middle of this all. At the same time, VGR, they're not biting. They're not jumping on in. They'll actually jump on. There we have it, but they're not having somebody to do. On the storm, going to limit the effectiveness of VGR this fight. GFK comes now, but ISO side. He's got a difficult burst and EHOME, they're forcing VGR back. He's got the opening that they were looking for. Yang getting caught out by this Chakram. The Timber's coming across the captain. still falling low. But holding the brace, coming out in time for the favorite. They're going to keep Martin. Mikasa having to get himself back to base. If you end up losing the one man, but still, nonetheless, EHOME jumping across for more. Who's is going to go for? Got DDC in his sights, chops him down with the timber chain. He's 2 for 1 on the mode still. They're trying to find this. They're looking for FY. Tries behind the tree line. It's not going to work. The combo there is controlling Yan. Ice coming across, chops him down as well. They're out for Mikasa, the last man standing, and he himself having to get back to base. EHOME get the tower, and they take the team fight as well, 4-1.
Very impressive team fight there from EHOME. Very clutch, pulled them there from Fender, pretty much saving Ice. If he died there, that EHOME most likely lose that fight, just because the Timber lost all his, the Terrorblade went to full. So the fact that
it was great, son.
Yeah, he got a kind of burst attack on him, so it was very unfortunate for HR that they weren't able to really secure that fight, and they're kind of just lacking from damage problems. The fight started off by, you know, the Storm getting, we talked about during the draft how hard it is for Mikasa to play around that. And even the Purge creep eating up Doom right now, so he can just go for a dispel.
Oh, that's
later, that's an insane amount of damage. So. And then showcased here now, Chicken. EHOME seems to be firing at villains. Everything's going well. Keep applying pressure here. The only downside is they're even risking Roshan.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They were doing it at the right time. It's all about them for the best. But at the same time, that affects the pie graph as well. You mentioned it, it's just not really. Yes. We'll see how they go. Look at the graph. It's a fair sample leading deep, and it's in, and it's coming to 12k lead. That was quick. Wasn't McKisson? See what's up. 2.3k. Still managed to keep at the farm. I'd rather to actually overall. The core of E powering ahead out of EGR.
Yeah. So, a pretty sizable lead right now.
Bottom Steam Blood so much Tim. It's
I think Doom is it's hard for Vici to do what they want with their life. And then make sure core doesn't die. But it doesn't matter to the repel because they can't use any abilities. So Mikasa is just getting totally trucked. And every single fight, all 11 has to do is blink in and then doom him. And then the fight is just, they're down a hero. Storm suffers from Doom probably more than most other heroes in Dota.
Yeah. I mean, we saw in the last day, Doom, Mikasa, Storm. And some, yeah, a lot of the side of EGL's firepower is diminished. EGL. We'll see what play is going to be next. Of course, this is all spotted out by Warning. They know what's up, they know they're coming around, and in fact, they made it to try and pick a fight. Mikasa, quick on the finger, out with the zip. Old man is going to head up to high ground to look for this one. They're thinking about it. They have the wall for the sidelines. Old man. Maybe looking for a potential wrap around. It's not going to be the case of VG, keeping their distance to the west. And Roshan, of course, still there, but as you said, you need the team really with the quickest potential. Oh, actually, well, to be for VGR can, but at the same time, they don't really look for a fight around the pit this time.
Yep.
But if they are able to find a few kills, find a good team fight, then get themselves in with the Metal Officers and the Amplify and take it down relatively quickly.
And if EHOME are not looking to kind of draw this out, they really want to just take the fights.
And he's been doing. Let's see what they can find. Ready for the wraparound from behind it. Oh, okay, the stab. Oh, they've got the sentry. It's a good stab at the same on the Doom. Comes in, onto the Mikasa, gets healed up by the purification, repel fine sometime. At the sidelines though, they've already lost the Slarda. They'll move in on FY, Quintus Curse holding the man back, making sure there's no escape or save coming Omni Knight. He'll heal himself, why he missed him and check, and he went into the Shadow Crown, and of course Old Man never misses the torrent. EHOME again. With a good wrap around Moonlight Shadow, even though VGR they did, you know, they managed to get a successful scan, immediately dropping the sentry, but they just couldn't react in time to the fighting power of EHOME. And double blinks picked up, both Old Lanham and Old Chicken.
God, this is so hard for VGR. I think that picking the Omni Knight,
tower is under attack.
EHOME have been the team who were running
Radiant
from the get-go.
structures are
Yep.
fortified.
It's like they understand the hero much more than VCR do. And the fact that when you pick Omni, you know the hero can't rotate. It's a greedy pick. You can almost always counter-pick Doom. Because the Doom functions as the same as the Omni Knight during the early game, except his ultimate is just a complete hard counter to everything that Omni does. So, I think that we just had slight outdraft on the last pick, and VGR probably thought that it was going to be fine because they could just call the hero and go in, but this is just an oversight, I think, from VGR not banning out the Doom, and they are paying for it so heavily because Mikasa has yet to been able to do a single thing during this game.
I was saying I'm going to realize Shadow again, but this time EHOME they're a little bit spread out across the map.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can concentrate on his own. Let's put out Yang. So he's trying to set it with some kind of arrow. See what he finds. Yang blinking across. Old 11 is down in the neighborhood, but Yang's already out of there. Old okay, jumping in. Hits down onto the Hansen. Old kicking the solo kills on his arm. Beautiful arrow.
Old Chicken is having a pretty standout performance, I would say. Second highest number here at 23 minutes in. Looking fairly solid. And everyone else in EHOME, there's just no pressure being applied. So look at how they're spread up the map. You know, 2 top, 2 mid, bot
Is under attack.
being completely efficient around the map. Whereas VGR, they're grouped up, they're sitting by their tier 2, one person, and that's Yang, who's kind of walking around looking for a potential engagement. It's just EHOME getting farther and farther right here.
Okay. Needs to be careful of himself before letting him get the whiff of him. He could be caught out by the Xbox combination. Right. Still hiding up here, just giving the vision, giving the info, but all okay, that's why. He's gonna be fine. There's a glimpse back onto Ice and FY for the repel out and the run away. He will escape. But nonetheless, EHOME. I'm gonna come in hard push. Stupid guard.
Jeez, that damage.
Old Chicken just jumping in behind the boundaries.
At this point, it's kind of just like VGR relying on Haggard. Look at the net worth, Owen. Like,
20k over.
this is roughly like a 750 gold per minute advantage.
Radiant's
Like,
middle tower has fallen.
they're unbelievably far ahead, and they haven't even gone for Roshan. That's the very big part. Like, Roshan is up. EHOME are just pressuring all the lanes, and there is like no ripple from VGR whatsoever. The only person who has any sort of net worth is a Terrorblade.
Shadows take
And
us.
Terrorblade is a great hero, don't get me wrong. But he can't. Oh boy.
This is...
It's Radiance TP.
Nah, it's a rapier, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't think Rapier even does that much.
Dragon up, yeah, Metamorphosis, let's go.
Okay, truthfully, it could be a Rapier.
It could be a rapier.
Yeah, it actually could be.
But I don't know,
It
I
could be
guess
like that. You remember when we were
Radiance
casting,
is good for pushing the lane.
you were casting Shanghai Winter Bracket Finals. I was like, there's no way this is a Rapier, right? Ever since that point.
What was that?
Yeah, it was Slark. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So ever since that moment, never doubt the Rapier anymore because I was like,
it's not boo.
okay, it's Radiance.
Boo.
But I was so sure in that moment that it wasn't a Rapier. And after the fact, I even found out that the rest is secret didn't even think it was a Rapier. They were just like, wait, why did you buy a Rapier? But of course, it ended up working out. I don't know if the Rapier is really to play. Maybe he just wants to play more of like a split push game because he realized that fighting is probably not going to work. And just delaying the game might be the better option.
I guess. And then the next fight's going to be, you know, Ice with a KK. Yeah, there's no way you can kill this Devil's off. There's literally no excuse for Ice to die at this stage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think EHOME probably just continue what they have been doing all 11.
I tried to jump in with the Blink Doom onto Storm, but quick reactions. That old chicken's around. So he can hit an arrow. It's going to be hard. VGR is making a beeline straight back for the base.
Yeah, but this just goes to show how much of an advantage EHOME actually has when you can just bully somebody back with that. I mean, clearly right now VGR don't have any vision. So they're looking at that and they say, okay, well, we don't know who's here. We can just assume EHOME has some backup.
Oh, chicken, 13. Oh, chicken, what? Alright. I'm the first man who's going to do any kind of clean up. No, he gets back. He's not going to be able to. Yeah, old chicken with a very low play there, jumping into 4.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe he thought the team was close.
I guess he maybe thought Ice was there to back him up around the corner, but it wasn't the case.
If EHOME had the team that could kill Roshan, I would say that they're almost high grip at this point. Just given how much of a lead they have in regards to net worth. But their team is, I suppose with the Shivas that Doom, they probably could kill it. They have Hero as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, realistically, what are Vici going to do? They can go for an Aegis steal. Maybe, Yang or Mikasa go inside of the pit and try to take it. And, in respect to straight up fighting, VGR cannot win a team fight. There is no way.
No.
So I guess the play is they sit inside the base and they hope that EHOME overextend, kind of similar to what Old Chicken was doing when he went for a building. But I think they just try. This is a pretty easy rush for them. Not like the one fast, but like we just said, these guys can't fight
it. Most things now been finished with Storm. So you got the Fusel Blade being closed in on by off shit. You ready to try and pick up the start of EHOME, and that's just not going to happen for VGR. The only one that's kind of up there is this Terrorblade with the Radiance. Actually picking himself up a gem as well, realising the importance of how to deal with Moonlight Shadow that EHOME have.
It's just nice for dewarding, because you can pop the mirror image, and you can send the illusion out and just do all the dewarding for you without any risk.
It's true. So just a lot of weight is on this Terrorblade to miss Kangaroo. Okay. A lot of pressure this time around, Brent.
Oh boy.
Did you see what the this back on top one, but it's fucking choo-choo.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures
Yeah, the business is looking a little bit rough for VGR.
And boy got his Midas.
I mean, look to make game at the Midas. Okay, so when you see a Midas perk like this, it's just because there's no other item that's gonna help you. Like, what do you buy? A force staff? Like, with an item, maybe even can help. The Tasa is just gonna get here. Is on the way to get away. No.
Dire's courage has been killed.
Oh, we can't get the. Whoa!
That's a 50s courier.
What is that one, Andy? I don't think my courier holograms are not mapping.
I don't even think I have found them.
Press the courier thing. It's not.
It doesn't work for me.
God damn it. He's such a scrub.
I mean, whatever it was really expensive. It had to have been a Marana item.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in a couple of minutes. Yeah. But at the same time, I think it's that big of an area. I mean, I think
it was a hex. That's
just yeah, it was a sheep stick.
Yeah, it cost
56.50. That's sheep stick, isn't it? Yeah, sheep stick. Okay, well, courier damage.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
We're down.
Damn it, though.
They got it. The courier snipes are being real this game.
No.
But yeah, EHOME, they don't really care, do they? It's just like, whatever. You can't have a item for 2 minutes, well, we'll just wait for 2 minutes. There's no pressure from them.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all. That's why it does the casual repel heat out, no big deal.
Goodbye.
I'm feeling like, I'm looking towards the next game. Because I'm going to be real with you, Owen. VGR do not have a good shot at winning this game. Like, it is real tough. EHOME basically have to, like, they got a well time almost to throw this advantage. I think that the last picks in these games have been very indicative of how it actually goes. Like the Doom versus the Omni Knight, it was so heavily geared towards EHOME. Like, understood so well the early game from VGR was going to be like, and just knew that if we have Doom, he gets more out of the early game than an Omni. He counters Omni. The Storm can't do anything either. It's like one hero counters 2 on HGR. That's just such a huge blow in regards to team composition that they were never really able to recover. And if VGR are playing from a huge advantage, their lineup just ceases to function. So I hope in the third game that, VGR can kind of get a better draft. I think EHOME had a very, very good game plan. And in the first game as well. I think that was more about execution than anything else.
Sorceries avail.
Apologies to TPL. Did manage to get the second tower of VGR, tier 1 kind of top lane. But still, I mean, this is never. I mean, you've got Terra player and you're running 2 tier 1s in 31 minutes.
I mean, truthfully, the Terrorblade is still very farmed. Like, he's got 17,500 net worth, and the Timbersaw is the only one on either team who's higher than him.
I mean, look, ISO size, he is like amidst 5 of them here. And they do it still. Look, coming in with the control. ISO size, he's got a BKB ready to pop it straight away back here. Vici are back, and that's a metamorphosis there as well from End. Going around from behind, 11. Let's see who gets jumped. For an opening, jumps into immediately onto End. Close under for user. Purification comes out from F1. It's going to keep the man alive, but End almost still going to go down. In from the sideline, cannon pops down the push, but Manos to be able to armor off. Still the dives into the base potentially. Now EHOME will turn. They'll go for the easier kill, and they'll just look to finish straight down. Playing around this man. Winter's Curse, just to taunt. Oh, okay. He may just. Okay, a bit of outplay here from Yak.
How did Ice get repelled? How did that happen?
Just shoot for your spell.
Just 2 spells on the end. Okay, one second might go down, he gets one.
Oh, the damn it, here the drop.
Right.
No, he took the kill. Because he had 8.
Radiant's top tower.
This is over, I think.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, it's
pretty over.
This is a.
It looks like we'll be going from a best of 5 to a best of 3 series.
Oh, F1. It was so beautiful.
Watch
He's
out.
an angel. And he'll live on in heaven.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All-knowing one.
Right from F1. F1 back. Second coming. F1. What are you doing? Purification. F1. F1.
They're pretty hard here.
They didn't get a tier 3.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're diving really hard. I'm not really sure why. They could even lose SI size.
Oh, so it goes down and they may have got the 2 cheeky to their own good. EHOME's back in. And Young down. Caster. Searching for a tickle.
There's the buyback, so just up to the buyback as well.
Goodbye, McCaffrey. And McCaffrey ends up killing himself. The coach is disappointed in the team. And oh, no, he's got a stun. Oh, Jesus, Jamar's got it. Going down. Caught it quick. Yeah, hold him. And still has the stun up. Okay. She comes out. They fall on the Alright, they have lost the Doom for that. Old man, into the arm. Oh, glimpse back. Oh, hello, DDC. I'll just turn around and give it a slap.
Oh dear.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Death after death after death after death. What's up, buddy? Did you? Oh, hello. The fly. The god has returned. And he will watch people die on EHOME. People actually died on this, and they still don't find the tier 3. So it's a lot of playing around from EHOME. But they're going to be fairly rich after that little bit of an escapade. Look at this. Straight diagonal line down.
Well, let's just say they had a lead.
More in the bank here. More money in the bank. What are we buying? Anyway, so...
Everything.
28 bloodstone charges.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and you just hit yourself. Yeah.
You make a
How
fine
do I...
creator.
Oh! Yeah, this game is more or less over at this point. They're probably talking about the next game. You know, kind of strategy they want to run. We've seen some similar stuff from EHOME in both Game 1 and Game 2, but I'd say in the second game they just had the best possible reaction to the Omni Knight pick in the Doom. That just crushed VGR. I think that picked alone, finally won in the game. So to me, this is a bit of an outshift, but forward, I don't think that VGR are going to let them fall into this trap yet.
Nope.
And clearly they've had a strong performance in the first match, so I'm guessing this is going to go the distance on 5 games. I wouldn't be surprised.
You reckon? Yeah, VGR
Yeah.
can pull back and everyone up winning the series.
I would not even be the least bit surprised.
Oh, okay.
But right now, it's like in excess of 25,000 gold, 25,000 against in favor of EHOME. You know, they've all but just killed the throne, and they were diving like a tier 4 as a well instead of just, you know, killing the base. There's even a defusal now around us, so much for the repel, the GA. Not really going to do much of anything now.
No.
But, you know, this is something that Vici can look at and be like, okay, we learned when we took on me, and when we can't take me. And this is a perfect example of the situation.
Is under attack.
I think the only time you can get away with it is if you like 4th or 5th picket, and you have both of the forts in the offlane already taken up by the enemy team. Because then, you know, Doom can do pretty much anything. He can support, he can offlane mid, like, it doesn't matter where he goes. So if you have, like, supports, offlane, like, that Doom becomes like because he wants to be in a position he's not a core role. He doesn't really want to be mid. He doesn't want to be playing. He needs to fill that gap between two roles where you can still get some semblance of farm, like play as a 3, but not necessarily have to go to the offlane. And I think it was the oversight here from VGR in this game.
No, he's hanging behind us at the moment, seeing if anyone wants to trench upon him. Not going to be the case. That's probably Shiva's reflection will come from NTB. Oh, yeah, now getting a bit more damage done out, but that's obviously because they just don't have the best tower taking lineup. And at this point, when they are in the position that they are,
but they're so far.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even matter that their team can't hit timbers that well. Their timber saw has 355 CDS and 25 or 24,000 net worth, 38. He's like in
That's it. Playing around. Solution is just flying in. Trying to keep them off the rack. So Chicken jumps forward. He's got X marks. Really ball. Oh, but the yield! That's actually going to catch him out. So the face out. That's slide down. GA bomb that one. Hope you can take down this kind of morphosized DG in the well with the Doom. There we have. They've had enough for DG Reborn. GG is called. With a pretty hefty tease down there on the side. There was little hope VGR that game.
Yeah, I do genuinely feel like it was an outdraft.
Yeah.
Going into the game, I liked the Doom pick. Thought there was a chance that Vici